Welcome to day 5 of Write Your Novel in a Month challenge. Excuse me. You have your basic story. You've created a realistic main character or protagonist. Once your protagonist's humanity is established, let's go now to let's turn your attention to your antagonist. Now, what is the antagonist? Your antagonist isn't necessarily your main antagonist isn't necessarily just um, he's your antagonist is a foil to your protagonist, but a compelling antagonist isn't simply a mere obstacle or villain. Okay, begin not by simply asking who opposes my hero, but what does this person or force want and why. Over the next 3 days, you'll be giving your antagonist a history as rich as your protagonist, with their own beliefs, wounds, and aspirations. You'll consider their upbringings and shape their worldview. Perhaps they share some of the traits of your hero, only twisted by the circumstances or by choice. Remember, often what we like least about another person is the things we don't like least about ourselves. So you might want to put that mirror of the protagonist into your antagonist. In my book, I have numerous antagonists, not just one main antagonist. Although I do have one main antagonist, and that in this book, in my book, The War for the Rose of Dobbin's Landing. The main antagonist, believe it or not, is the young man's, Joe's, love interest, Rose. Um, so I'll be introducing her in chapter 2 of my book. I have enclosed below some questions for your antagonist, which sounds a lot like your protagonist questions, which you want to get to know this character, your main antagonist, as thoroughly as you know your protagonist. Once you've written that, once you've written about your of who your antagonist is when we're introduced to him, you want to start looking for subsequent antagonists in your story. These antagonists um, can be um, can be can be anything. Every scene should have an antagonist that pulls your story forward. Um, for instance, in my book, book 9 of the Locket Saga, War for the Rose of Dobbin's Landing, different adversaries might include other boys, men or boys, the weather, the lake itself, the British Navy cannonballs and swords from another ship, dangerous logging conditions, dangerous sawyer conditions, practices, and anything else I can throw at my protagonist that he has to defend himself against, um, as he looks to get Rose's hand. Um, well, tomorrow and the next day, we'll be discussing more about how to develop your antagonist. So until tomorrow, happy writing.